Electricity and natural gas are two utilities that the majority of people can't even imagine living and functioning without. Iowa's own Tom Aller led the way for over a decade in providing upstanding electric and natural gas service for the Midwest, even during the most trying of weather situations while working for Alliant Energy. On top of that, he consistently led the charge to enhance the economic development climate of the city of Cedar Rapids and the state of Iowa.
He's viewed as an individual that really understands how jobs are created, economic development, infrastructure, politics with business, and how do you make all that work and come out right. And Tom's a legend.
It can take some people years to learn the ropes of the business world and firm leadership skills, but for Tom, it came easily. His business-savvy mind and strong work ethic were evident at a young age. Growing up in the small town of Martell, Iowa, Tom picked up solid work habits from his parents. Whether it was selling strawberries, mowing lawns, baling hay, or grooming cattle at the county fairs, these traits have led Tom to become the effective leader and manager that he is today.
Some of the characteristics that really Tom embodies: he's smart, he's passionate, he's engaged, he's sometimes opinionated. That's just when he's watching Hawkeye basketball games. So, he's just the type of leader that, we all want to aspire to be too.
Tom went to Creighton University and graduated in 1971 with a BA in political science, and in 1972 earned an MA from Iowa. He then got a job as the executive assistant to the Cedar Rapids mayor, Don Canny, and city council. During this time, Tom's knack for business and commitment to the state became even more evident than it already was, as he played a critical role in many building projects in the city. One of Tom's proudest accomplishments was helping to execute a plan in 1973 to make the Cedar Rapids Airport a self-supporting organization. Tom continued his economic development work in eastern Iowa when in 1988 he became executive vice president of 2001 Development Corporation, a company that invested in projects that would attract new employment and construction in downtown Cedar Rapids. His dedication and passion helped generate a flourish of economic growth in Cedar Rapids. Some of the most influential building projects during that time were improving the federal courthouse, library, art museum, and ground transportation center.
Tom's been active in the local community, the state community, the regional community, and the national community, using his talents, his influence to develop the Cedar Rapids area, to develop the regional Midwest where Alliant Energy serves, and then also the state of Iowa.
In 1993, Tom's leadership talents landed him a job with Alliant Energy's predecessor, IES Industries. He then took over as president and CEO of Interstate Power and Light in 2003 and became senior vice president of operations support for Alliant. His skill set in working in both the public and private sectors really made Tom the perfect leader for Alliant.
I think the ability to do things in both the public sector and the private sector are really driven by the fact that Tom does the right things for the right reasons. And it doesn't matter whether it's in the public arena or the private arena. His focus is on whether it's helping his constituents or whether it's helping his customers. It's really about doing the right things. And that's a unique characteristic of somebody who can balance both the political nature of a public sector job with the requirements of a private sector job like Alliant Energy.
During Tom's time with Alliant, some of the biggest challenges, yet proudest accomplishments, came in back-to-back years. The 2007 February ice storms and 2008 floods devastated the state, and a multitude of homes and businesses lost power. Tom's perseverance and integrity were clearly evident during these times, but so was his positive attitude and thoughtfulness for others.
Tom's personality makes him really a great leader in a time of crisis. He's serious about the task, he's experienced, he's thoughtful, but he's also lighthearted enough or comfortable enough to sort of relate to individuals, to relate to people.
Tom and Alliant worked tirelessly to bring thousands of people back to work, provide heat, and secure sources of steam for area operations.
I believe that people are made for a certain time in history, and it was clear that Tom was made for the 2008 floods in Cedar Rapids. Somebody that led by example all the way through that. First of all, his house was basically an island. They had to bring a boat to get him out of his house to get downtown, but he wanted to be downtown to help get others back and ready. And I think that just demonstrates the kind of leadership that he has, of being in the trenches and being there to make sure that people get back up and ready.
When not assisting and providing leadership for the energy industry, Tom has been heavily involved with several boards. He's also been honored a number of times because of his dedication to work and bettering the state. Tom even has a road named after him in Cedar Rapids, Tom Oller Way, an honor which is only given to a select few individuals who have achieved national acclaim. In 2014, Tom retired from the positions he held at Alliant and now has more time to spend with his wife, Kathleen, 2 grown daughters, Sarah and Kristen, and his 4 grandchildren. Despite not working, though, his love and support for Iowa and the community will always remain. And as so many would agree, Iowa is a better place because of him.
You know, at the end of the day, you know, when we all end our business career, you think about a legacy. You know, what are you leaving from a legacy? And as I thought about Tom, what I know is that Alliant's a better company because he was there. Certainly Delta Dental is a better company because he's been on our board, and I know he's been on many boards. Cedar Rapids is a better city because Tom was a leader there, and the state of Iowa is a better place because Tom was a leader. And I think that's what, you know, any of us can ask. That would be a great career, and he certainly has had that, and I know that he'll continue that in the future.
Congratulations, Tom, 2014 inductee into the Iowa Business Hall of Fame.